Je peux comprendre l'anglais, bien sûr, mais le parler, forcément, c'est un peu plus difficile. Donc, ça va être mon traducteur.
Yeah, I'm gonna translate what you say.
Okay, perfect.
Partenaire Glace, merci d'être là avec nous aujourd'hui. Merci aux boxeurs de nous avoir offert cette opportunité de vous rencontrer. Vous êtes arrivé à Bordeaux l'année dernière, ça fait 1 an. Quel est votre objectif pour l'année prochaine? On entend peut-être un an de plus, peut-être partir du côté de Seattle.
Yeah, so my family and I have decided to move back to Seattle for next season. Next week actually.
Next week.
Next week, yeah. Wednesday of next week, we will fly back, and yeah, I will definitely. Yeah. Am I supposed to wait for
No.
say that? That's okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, definitely on Wednesday, the 19th. We're looking for a house right now to buy and to settle into a more normal life, and some more stability for my kids and my wife and my family. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Next question: have you enjoyed your year? I know it's a basic question, but interesting one. Have you enjoyed your year here?
Yeah, of course. And my wife and I were talking the other day that we think it was the perfect year for us. The people in the organization, in the community, were great to myself and my family, my kids. We have nothing but good things to say about the city, the supporters, the club. We feel very, very lucky, very privileged to be able to come to Bordeaux and have such a wonderful experience.
I think we were privileged to have you.
I think it was a good relationship for both.
Yeah, I think so.
for me, anyways.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Ok. Comment as-tu trouvé l'accueil du public et l'accueil aussi des joueurs dans le vestiaire sur Bordeaux?
Yeah, I think right from the moment I got here, the fans, the supporters were great. You know, the excitement they showed right from the beginning was amazing, and my teammates too. They were very great. Especially the French players like the Max Moisan, Jean Janel, Pete, Valier, Aziz. You know, I can name them all, but at different points in the season, they all helped me or my family. You know, because it's not easy to move to a different country where you don't speak the language, and there are many things that you need help with, and my teammates were fantastic, and then at the rink too. The game is a little different, with the big ice and a little different.
Really big ice?
Yeah, the ice is bigger here,
really?
and the game's a little different. It's more possession, more tactical game maybe. So my teammates were great with helping me adjust to that as well. You
have only the tactic and, for example, what did you think of refereeing in France?
The referee,
I'm interested in that. So
yeah, no, that's a fair question. I think, well, for me personally, the refereeing was the challenge here, because of my style is a more physical style, and I think hockey in general is changing away from my style of play. So the referees have a difficult job.
Yeah.
It's a fast game, and their job is to protect the players, but. Maybe sometimes I disagree with the calls, but they have a
it's
difficult
your job to disagree.
Yeah, exactly.
Course,
No, it was good though.
Do you have an idea to improve the refereeing in France, because it's not done? We can always improve.
Yeah, I would say it's each individual is different.
Of course.
I wouldn't say the referee is poor by any means, but it's. It can always be better. I think the NHL, we are spoiled with the best referees in the world, and even there, you see mistakes and you see disagreements. So, I think communication, like we talked about before, communication is, I think, the biggest thing between the referee and the player. Just for the referee, letting the player know what he sees on a certain play, and I think it's important for the player to have his say as well. Obviously, not in a manner that's too aggressive or too much, or to stop the play, or to take too long of a time, but I think it's important for there to be communication between the officials and the players.
L'année prochaine, on a une classe U17 élite qui se crée. Ce sont des jeunes qui ont envie de devenir professionnels aussi, qui rêvent aussi de NHL ou de Ligue Magnus. Quels conseils tu pourrais leur donner? Préparation physique, études, comportement hors glace, sur la glace.
I think for me, have fun, first thing. The game has to be fun. If you're not enjoying the game, if you're not having fun, it becomes too much like work, and then things get hard. So I think the first thing is to have fun, but one thing my dad told me is you have to work hard to have fun, and if, for my career it was work first and having fun and enjoying every day, whether it's a practice day. Yeah, every day. You have to come to the rink with a smile on your face and enjoy it. And if you can do that, we feel lucky to play the game. Like, I played for, I don't know, 31 years of hockey, and I feel lucky to have done it. And I think my advice to young players would be to enjoy it, but also, try to not have any regrets. Like when you go to work, to the ice, to the gym, you give it everything you have that day, so you can go home in the evening or in the afternoon and feel like you left it there. There's nothing left that you I wish I did this, I wish I did that. If you go and you train hard and you give it your all, then you can be satisfied with the results, good or bad.
Okay. And the studies, they should do it too, not only hockey.
In the studies, oh yeah,
studies.
yeah, of course. I think for me, I went to school and got a 4-year degree, and because for me, my plan was to use sport to have my education, and then if at the end of my education I still have an opportunity to continue, great. But if not, then you still have the education and the foundation for something else.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas du coup faire à Seattle à partir de quelle période tu vas je crois que tu vas encadrer les jeunes.
I'm actually working for the New York Rangers in player development. So that role is when they draft a player. He's 18 years old, and there's usually 1 to 4 years time between when they draft the player and when he is ready to play in the NHL. So my job will be to visit the players, work with them on the mental preparation, the physical preparation, even the on ice play, everything. Speak with their coaches, speak with their living their billets, their parents, be their liaison with the club and the player, and to help them reach their potential as a pro. So it's kind of an individualized, specialized coaching.
Yeah. Okay. And do you see yourself being a real coach in the future?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no. I mean, I love the game. I think I've built a good understanding and a good grasp of the game. So I think I would like to coach. At this time, I want more stability for my family.
I know.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster the past few years with different cities we've lived in, and so we look for some stability now, and then down the road, yeah, maybe we'll see.
Quel bilan tu tires de ton passage à Bordeaux, de ton année au niveau des boxeurs? Quelques buts, des assists et une vitre cassée.
Yeah, no, it was so much fun. Sure, I wish I could have scored more and the team, win the championship. But it wasn't the case this season. But I had fun. And like I said, my family and I really enjoyed Bordeaux, and the club was great. And I really enjoyed my experience. So overall, I had a very positive experience.
Do you like the win?
Sorry,
the win.
The wine.
The wine.
Yeah,
The wine. Sorry.
Oh, of course.
French,
yeah.
French accent.
The vin, yeah. No, I love the wine. That's one of the things now. We're leaving soon, so we're trying to find some wines that we like to take back and to maybe put them in the cellar for a few years and taste them again in a few years.
Do you like food in France?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the food and the wine is one of the best things.
I understand. Yeah.
It's so good.
Quel est le meilleur souvenir, les meilleurs moments?
Best
Le plus beau
memories
but.
of your career,
The whole
most
career.
important goal or anything you want.
Yeah.
The best score or the best game?
Yeah. Well, when I look back at my career, my mind goes to the Stanley Cup Finals in 2011. We lost to Boston. It's a disappointing moment, but also such a fun season and a fun run in the playoffs. And during that time, I thought we would win for sure. I was so confident, and then right to the last game, and we lost in Game 7. So it's difficult to think about, but also very proud of it. And then I think just the seasons. I think the first or second season in New York, I think I had a good season, and we had a good run in the playoffs. We lost in the semifinal to Tampa.
Square Garden.
Yeah, you've been playing in Madison Square Garden every day, and even playing in Vancouver and Pittsburgh and Winnipeg was great too. The first season of the Jets being back in Winnipeg, the fan support was amazing. The whole city was just absolutely crazy for hockey. So yeah, I've been fortunate to play on some very good teams and have a lot of success. So it's hard to put my finger on certain times or certain events, but yeah, I'm very pleased with the career as a whole.
And are you mad at the Boston Bruins? Do you support them?
No, I do not support them.
Yeah, I understand.
Boston or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
St. Louis,
For sure, St. Louis, yeah.
And a pronostic?
Sorry?
And a pronostic?
St. Louis or Boston?
I mean, I
Game 7.
I hope
in
St.
Boston.
Louis, yeah. But I mean, Boston looks strong as well.
Yeah.
The goaltender, the Rask is so strong. But I mean, I'm hoping for St. Louis.
Philippe Boson serait content.
Yeah. And how does it feel to play with players like Sidney Crosby or even against like Ovechkin?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sid is just he's incredible. The way he prepares, the way he works, and he enjoys the game as well. He has fun out there, and but he's just such a good pro. The way he prepares for the game, the way he approaches every day, he's very routine oriented. Everything's the same every day, and then I played with Hank and Daniel Sedin early in my career. Those two were very influential on my career. Just the way they treat their teammates, the way they treat the fans, just the kind of people they are. First and foremost, beyond a hockey player, just the way they, because I was a fourth line winger, but they spent just as much time with me as they did with their line mate or their other teammates. So they were a big influence on me.
Did you recognize him, Henrik and?
It's funny that at the beginning of the season, no way. I just hi, just no names. But about halfway through the year, you start to figure it out, and then it's eeasier.
They're different.
Yeah, they are. The personalities are different, and once you get the look, it's then you know it.
Okay.
Vous connaissiez Philippe Boson avant d'arriver en France et comment ça s'est passé les relations avec Philippe Boson?
No, I just spoke with him on the phone one time, just for a few minutes.
Wikipédia.
Yeah, how was your relationship with
him? Oh, it was very good, very good. Yeah, yeah. He's a veteran coach. He's coached a lot of games, and no, I think we understood each other well, and yeah, I mean, we're all pulling the same rope, right? We were all trying to do the same thing, and he and I got along really well.
Which rink is the best in the NHL? Madison Square Garden or?
Well, the home rink is always nice, and Madison Square Garden is great. But for me, the Bell Center in Montreal is the best. It's the history in Montreal, the fans. They're so responsive to the small plays in the game. A turnover happens and the crowd reacts, and everyone. It's not. It's an arena for the fans, not just for someone who wants to go to a show. They know the game and they're very involved.
And do you regret not playing for a team in NHL? Like you were always a fan of, I don't know, and when you were a kid.
Well, I was always a fan of Montreal, and when I signed with Pittsburgh, I had the same offer in Montreal. But at the time, Pittsburgh was maybe a better team. I thought it was a better chance to win, and I went to Pittsburgh. But, hindsight, 2020.
Partenaire, qu'est-ce que tu vas faire sur la dernière semaine qui va te rester sur Bordeaux?
Maybe visits. Yeah, always, every day, every day on the trottinette. I think we visit some vineyards. If the weather's nice, we'll go to Cap Ferret or Arcachon. Just relax, enjoy the life in Bordeaux. There's a lot to enjoy. So
you like the city,
yeah. Yeah, we live in the center, so it's nice. We can walk most places, and like we said, the restaurants and the food is great. So,
French people, are they? Do you like them? Because we don't have a good image like Canadian people. It's not the same.
Yeah, well, Canadians are very nice. Yeah, but I mean, in my experience, the French have been very nice too. I mean, I have no complaints. I haven't seen that personally firsthand and anything negative. So that's good. I don't know if I can put my finger on exactly what I learned, but it was interesting being in a locker room where you don't speak the same language as everyone. Because in North America we see Russians or Czechs or even French or players come and they don't know. You miss on some of the jokes and some of the things amongst the team, and it gave me a good perspective on what it must have been like for some of my past teammates to be in the room and not understand everything that's happening, because it can feel lonely at times. But in France, I had some teammates that would always, if it was really funny, they would fill me in and keep me in the loop. But it was interesting in that regard.
But did you enjoy being in Europe for 1 year?
Yeah.
You've never tried it, so.
No, yeah, I've only visited Europe in very small times before. But the one thing about the season is the breaks. With the national team breaks and the different breaks, we're not used to that in North America. It's 82 games, so the season is so full and so busy. So here we had a chance to do some traveling during the breaks, and that was nice.
Yeah, it was more easy for you after being at 82 games.
Yeah.
At least by season, doing 44.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was easier.
Yeah, it certainly is easier, and then but the travel is tough here with the bus, and it's a little different. So you feel tired in different ways, whereas in the NHL you're flying and you're playing more frequently and back-to-back nights. So there's that level of fatigue, but it's not quite the same as traveling on the bus overnight and waking up and playing. So it's the new challenges.
It's not the same budget.
Yeah. No, I understand that for sure.
Yeah.
Es-tu content de ta carrière, ou est-ce que tu aurais voulu faire d'autres choses, d'autres compétitions, voilà. Est-ce que tu es content de ton bilan?
I mean, yeah, for me, I'm very happy with it. I mean, I was drafted in the 9th round, 265th overall, and out of a junior A league, not even the best league. And as I grew up in hockey, I was never the best player, and was never expected to be in the NHL. So for me to play one game I would have been happy with one, and to have 500 and something is great. So I'm more than happy. Of course, I would love to win the Stanley Cup and to win some championships. But no, as I stop my career, I'm very proud of the body of work and the things I've accomplished.
I'm sorry, I don't know, but have you done some championship with Canada or?
No, never. Never.
It would have been
No.
great.
Would have been great, to wear the maple leaf, but unfortunately, never had the opportunity.
This is little regret or? No.
Yeah, but in Canada, it's there's so many great players that I was never even close. So I love watching the national team and cheer for them, of course. But no, I never had the chance to play for Team Canada.
I think you can complain on what you did. So.
It's different. It's like playing for the national team in football here. So it's very very small, select few get to do it, and it would be amazing, but it wasn't for me.
But sometimes we don't see a Canadian team with all the players because of the playoffs in the NHL. So maybe you could have been lucky. We don't know.
I don't know. I think you add more players, my chances get worse.
Qu'est-ce que ça fait pour un fils de voir son père dans un jeu NHL, notamment NHL 2018, 2017, il était dedans. Et même, je pense qu'il y a beaucoup de fans des boxeurs, quand il est arrivé à Bordeaux, je pense qu'il y en a plein qui ont essayé de jouer avec ce joueur-là.
Yeah, I'm not a video game person. I've never played. I mean, I played in 93, NHL 93 on Sega, but I haven't played it. I've never played with myself in the game, so yeah, maybe one day we'll get for my son. He can see it, but he loves coming to the games and watching the games, and for him, the Boxers are the same as the Rangers right now.
For now.
We'll see when he gets a little older if he understands the difference. But no, it was
the same. No differences.
Yeah. Well, it's great for him here. He can come on the ice after the game sometimes, and you don't get that in North America. It's it's more strict, and but here it was great for him to be right on the bench for warm up and watching me go around, and he got to see very very close. So. It was a good experience for him and my wife too, my other son. He's 2, but he enjoys it as well.
Does he want to be a hockey player, or you don't know?
Yeah, I mean he likes the game. He plays now, and that's all you can do, right? I tell him just enjoy it, have fun with it. And if he wants to pursue it later on, great. He'll have the opportunity, but just play for fun.
If he tells you you want to be a soccer player,
Sure.
You'll be okay with that?
Yeah, of course. He,
Yeah.
I told when he was 3 and 4, he said, "I don't want to skate." And I said, "No, you learn to skate.
Yeah.
If you don't want to play hockey, that's fine, but you learn to skate." And so, but if he turns 10 or 12 and he says, "I want to play hockey, but you can't skate," then you're in trouble. So you learn to skate young, and then if you don't want to play when you're older, that's okay with me.
How did you find the game here?
Yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be. To be honest, it was. Like I said, the game's different. It's more of maybe a possession game and more of a skill game with the big ice. But it was good. It was the individual skill of the players is higher than I anticipated. It was very good. It was very good.
Would you recommend coming to Europe and particularly in France to
To boxers?
Yeah, for sure. If I have someone who's looking to do something similar to what I did, I would definitely recommend coming to Bordeaux. I don't know about the other teams, but Bordeaux was great for me.
What can you wish to the boxers next year?
Yeah, I think there's a good future for the boxers. I mean, the returning players are the ones that I know are very good. I think they have maybe a better year next year. There's no reason to think they can't be better next year. The club is great. I think they're well prepared again to challenge for the title again next season.
With a good support of the fans?
Yeah, the fans are great. It's
Depuis le Canada.
Are you gonna watch the game? Not watch, but
yeah,
follow?
I'll follow. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right.
Of course.
Et qu'est-ce qu'il leur faudrait aux boxeurs pour rivaliser contre Rouen, Grenoble?
Well, I think consistency is the key. Being, I think you saw it with us at times last season. We beat Rouen, or we tied Rouen and beat Grenoble early in the season, and we had a winning streak. And then you start to go up and down, and you lose to some, clubs that aren't as high in the standings. But so I think, consistency is the biggest thing to have a championship season. I think that's true of a team, and it's also true of the players. If the players can be, obviously not at 100% every night, but if you can find that, 90-95% your A game every night, then you have a very good chance to win. If you have an A game and then a C game and an A game and a C game, that's when you get in trouble and the season starts to get away. So I think consistency is the biggest thing.
Have you felt a difference between the hockey teams in the north in France or in the south? Like,
I can't say that there's a geographical difference really. I mean, I think we could have easily been at the top of the league this season with a few different things going a little differently. I think Max Sauve's injury was a big blow to our team this season, and then like I said, the consistency. But I don't think it's I know that Rouen has a great club and Grenoble has a great club, but you also see clubs like Angers was good. At times Anglet was good this season. I mean, I know they didn't finish where they wanted to in the standings, but they had a competitive team, so it's I think anyone can win.
have you enjoyed the derbies against Anglet?
Yeah, it was fun. It was obviously we'd like to be on the winning side of them. I would enjoy them more, but no, it's especially with the small arena in Anglet. It's a good atmosphere.
It's small.
Yeah, small ice and then small seating areas.
Yeah.
Tu n'as pas toujours porté le numéro 15, tu as porté d'autres numéros, le 10. Quelle est cette référence, le 15? Pourquoi le 15?
I would always choose 15 if I have the chance. My father wore 15, and I wore 15 all the way from 8 years old all the way in college and junior, and until another player had 15 in Pittsburgh, so I had 10 for a short time, and then we made an agreement where I could get 15 back. No, I've been lucky to have 15 all the way.
He was smaller than you, so you made an
agreement. Well, another player came to the team that wanted 10, so we had a three-way switch, and so it worked out.
Do you have you felt a difference in fights? Because in North America we let you a lot fight, and in France less.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I think the refereeing, it's a big part of it. Like in North America, it's well controlled. I think you saw in the playoffs with us, it was not well controlled. There's too many players involved, and then it gets a little can be very unsafe. But no, I think it's part of the game. I mean, I know it's the game it's trending away from that, but I believe there's still a part in the game for it, and yeah, I mean, for me, it was a big part of my game all the way through. So,
Do French people fight well?
I can't say. I think I had one, and I don't think he was French. I think he was Slovak or Czech or something.